we are announcing that President Biden has lost the 2024 election.
We will change the vote, we will swing it, and we won't be standing with you this upcoming election.
This is what Muslim American leaders from several pivotal U.S. states had to say about President Joe Biden as he seeks re-election in 2024. Disgruntled with Biden's steadfast backing of Israel's war on Gaza, these Muslim Americans have pledged to rally their communities against Biden in next year's polls under the hashtag Abandon Biden campaign. The hashtag Abandon Biden campaign began when Minnesota Muslim Americans demanded Biden call for a ceasefire by October 31st and has now spread to Michigan, Arizona, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Florida. During a gathering on December 2nd in Dearborn, Michigan, which is home to the largest concentration of Arab Americans in the U.S., several leaders from the community gathered to warn the White House that Biden's handling of the Israel-Hamas war could cost him enough support within the Arab American community to sway the outcome of the 2024 presidential election.
We will make sure that our votes are counted and Muslim Pennsylvanians are not siding with any elected official that are siding with genocide.
Over 25,000 Muslim voters are in Wisconsin. You won by 20,000 votes. We will change the vote.
By Arizona, Biden only won by 10,500 votes. And I will work day and night to ensure that those voters abandon Biden this election.
It's no secret that in the 2020 election, Georgia was instrumental in getting Biden elected. In the state of Georgia, he won by about 12,000 votes. In that election, 61,000 Muslims came out to vote.
My brothers and sisters, we call him Genocide Joe because he is directly responsible for the Palestinian children whose lives have been obliterated by Israel with American bombs and weapons and tax dollars.
I'm here to tell you, Mr. Biden, that on behalf of the Michigan Muslim community, we will not be voting for you either in the primary or in the general elections.
Israel's war on the besieged Gaza Strip has killed more than 15,000 Palestinians, including more than 6,000 children, since the October 7 Hamas attack on southern Israel, when some 1,200 people were killed and more than 200 taken hostage, some of whom have been returned to Israel during the 7-day truce deal between the two warring parties. According to the latest data from the UN's Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, World Health Organization and the Palestinian government, as of November 23, Israeli attacks have damaged more than half of Gaza's homes. On December 1, Israel renewed its bombardment of Gaza following a 7-day truce, targeting refugee camps and leaving remaining hospitals overwhelmed. While the Biden administration has backed calls for a pause to the fighting after facing international and domestic pressure, it has so far resisted pressure to call for a permanent ceasefire, and continues significant weapons transfers to Israel, even as senior officials from within the Biden administration are going further in expressing their discomfort with the high level of civilian casualties in Gaza. The Wall Street Journal reported that the U.S. has provided Israel with 100 Blue 109 2,000-pound bunker busters included in a transfer package of around 15,000 bombs and 57,000 artillery shells since October 7. U.S. and Israeli officials have rebuffed pressure for a permanent halt in fighting, with U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris on December 2 echoing Biden, saying Israel has a right to defend itself as it has military objectives.
As Israel pursues its military objectives in Gaza, we believe Israel must do more to protect innocent civilians.
Amid speculations that the anti-Biden wave could work in favor of former president and likely Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump in the 2024 polls, the Muslim leaders said Biden or Trump were not their only choices next year, and they could choose to sit out the election.
And today we send a clear message to the president, to the Democrats, to the Republicans, and anyone who seeks the highest office of this land, that the American Muslim vote is a morally principled vote.
This movement has deepened the broader crisis that Biden is facing as he seeks re-election in the 2024 presidential polls. All over social media, people are pledging to not support Biden in 2024. In a new poll of Arab Americans, only 17% said they would support Biden in 2024, down from 59% in 2020, a staggering 42% drop. The same poll, conducted by the Arab American Institute, showed that Biden's approval rating has also tumbled among the respondents to 29%, an 18% drop since April. A different poll, conducted by a Muslim advocacy group, found that only 5% of Muslim Americans said they would support Biden in 2024, down from 80% in 2020. Now, it remains to be seen whether Muslim voters would turn against Biden en masse, but small shifts in support could make a difference in states Biden won by narrow margins in 2020.